This final night of November, week 13 of the NFL season starts here at AT&T Stadium as the Dallas Cowboys take the field. And in his 8th season, Dak Prescott is playing at a sky-high level as the Cowboys are set to face Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks on Thursday Night Football. Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit, Kaylee Hartung with you. For the Seahawks, I think tonight is a season almost on the brink. They've lost their last 2 games. The next 2 are against the 49ers and the Eagles, so tonight is huge. This team was rolling. All of a sudden now they're struggling, especially on offense. It won't be easy tonight, obviously. So what's their plan to pull off a big upset?
Well, you look at the direction, you're right. It wasn't just on Thanksgiving against the Niners. Lost 3 of the last 4, and they went once from looking like, hey, this is a team that's going to get to the postseason to now fighting for their lives. I think it's very clear. They got to play with some urgency. They've been backed into a corner. They got to bring a bad attitude tonight. And I think the other big thing is they got to establish the run to be able to take some shots downfield.
They're playing a team that is smoking hot. Prescott, of course, is on fire, MVP candidate. The defense is outstanding. Everything is clicking for a team that's looking to lift the Lombardi Trophy for the first time in 28 years. So what's not to like?
I'm with you. I think you can make a really strong case that Dallas has improved as much as anybody in the NFL from the first 6 weeks to the last 5. Mike McCarthy, remember, he's back calling plays. He's retweaked things, much more aggressive. They're taking shots downfield. And this defense.
Prime Video, home of Thursday Night Football, welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
You don't know what's standing in front of me.
Can you believe this?
That really embodies how hard they play.
A rocket from Geno Smith. Prescott dropped it in the bucket. A supersonic laser blast from Aikman Evans. Intercepted by Richard Sherman.
What a run by Emmitt Smith.
Oh, he stumbles by Romo. There's nothing automatic in football. Marshawn Lynch said, get out of my way.
Dallas Cowboys are the champions of Super Bowl VI.
Oh, my word. Unbelievable.
Tonight's ways to watch include our Prime Vision with Next Gen Stats broadcast featuring player tracking and defensive alerts. And you can also watch along with Dude Perfect or in Spanish with TNF and Espanol. To the field we go. Here's Kaylee Hartung. Kaylee.
Well, Al, on a day synonymous with football, Cowboys cornerback Deron Bland was the biggest star of Thanksgiving. He recorded his 5th interception return for a touchdown this season, which broke a 52-year-old NFL record and launched him right into the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. The Bland came to Dallas last year, a 5th-round pick, and even though he led the Cowboys with 5 interceptions as a rookie, he did not begin this season in the starting lineup. But when All-Pro ballhawk Trayvon Diggs tore his ACL 2 weeks in, Bland stepped right up. The Seahawk who will be most aware of Bland tonight, that's Geno Smith. He's now 11 days removed from a hit that caused a bad bruise to his throwing elbow. He told us he was airing the ball out in practice this week and doesn't expect him to limit him tonight. He is wearing a padded sleeve, just as he did in last Thursday's game.
Thank you, Kelly. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the standings. Niners on top 8-3. Hawks are now 6-5, and the Rams are breathing down their necks, and the Rams have beaten the Seahawks twice already this season. In the East, you've got Philly at 10-1, Cowboys 8-3. Those two meet a week from Sunday night here. Meanwhile, the Cowboys won the toss. They've elected to receive, and why not? In recent years, most teams defer, but more and more teams are receiving, and when you're on offense the way these guys have been on offense, Kirk, in the last few weeks, you want the ball.
Yeah, your quarterback right now, you see what he's done at home games, 5-0 record. They've outscored opponents at home 205-60. That's the largest point differential through first 5 games of any team in the last 57 years in the league, and this guy is on fire.
And this team has never trailed once in any home game thus far this season. Pollard is the running back. He gets it, picks up a couple, takes it out to the 27-yard line to make it 2nd down and 8. So Prescott, 4th-round pick 8 years ago, talking about how hot he has been. He only had 6 touchdown passes in the first 6 games, 17 over the last 5 games. He's throwing a lot of short passes early and now really airing it out. And he's going to air it out here and connect to the 50-yard line to C.D. Lamb, having a sensational season, averaging 7 catches per game. Gain of 24.
And he's matched up with the rookie right here, Devin Witherspoon, who's had such a great season. Look how he goes outside leverage and eases it for CeeDee Lamb to work back to the inside and give Dak Prescott a lot of credit. That middle safety right there, Diggs, he moves him with his eyes to give him even more room to work with.
Lamb 79 receptions now on the season, and that is caught by Lamb again, so make it 80, picking up about 7 on that one. Second down.
I've watched Dak Prescott since his days at Mississippi State, obviously throughout his early part of his career, first now in his 8th year. I don't know if I've ever seen a bigger smile and a guy that right now is felt any better in his NFL career than the way number 4 is playing right now. He and Mike McCarthy seeing things the very same way, communicating all week and really together on how they want to attack opponents.
Second down and 2. Escaping a tackle in the back. Of course, with Pollard, Mike McCarthy there he is. And remember, he inherited Kellen Moore from the previous staff when he took over. So Moore was here for 3 years now with the Chargers out in Los Angeles, and Mike loves to call plays.
Yeah, he loves just being in that quarterback room during the week and going through things with the guys. And I think taking 3 years off as a play caller took a little bit of time to get that rhythm back.
3rd and 2, fake to Pollard. Dak has time in the pocket, wide open, 23-yard line, making the catch there. Brandon Cooks. And Cooks has really come on, slow start in his first year as a Cowboy, but red hot of late. Jamal Adams makes the tackle, gain of 19, first down.
And Lamb gets a lot of attention, but here's again pre-snap movement to create some matchup opportunities and create a little confusion on the back end. Look at that bust right there. It's a good job of moving Cooks. Lamb gets a lot of the attention, but right now, these last 3 or 4 weeks, Brandon Cooks is really coming along.
From the 23, give it to Lamb on the end around, breaks the tackle, picks up 4 or 5 or so. Run out of bounds there by Quandre Diggs. Gain of, let's call it 6, 2nd and 4.
You know, it's so easy to get caught up in all this skill that Dak Prescott is working with, but we'd be remiss if we didn't recognize what this offensive line has done. They're a healthy group, number 1. You don't see that very often at this point in the season. Been able to build some continuity all year long, and it just seems like the rhythm gets better every week.
2nd and 4. Set up a little screen here, breaking a tackle, picking up a first down. Pollard stopped there by Draymond Jones. So this drive now, 7 plays, 64 yards.
So you heard all week about Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy and CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks and Jake Ferguson, and now you're seeing it. You know, Mike McCarthy has put together a great script here, different formations, personnel groupings. In Seattle, I think right now their heads are spinning, trying to stay up with what Dallas is doing with their foot on the gas.
First time he's gone with 3 tight ends on a slant. Lamb can't hold it. And good coverage there by Week Woolen, making it 2nd down and 10.
Well, he's got that long arm with his left hand to be able to get in there and knock that football away. This has been in a, much like we've seen these last 5 weeks, very aggressive Dallas approach here this first drive.
Here we go has become his Omaha. To the end zone, reaching up, can't hold it in, is Jake Ferguson, the tight end. And again, it's Woolen back there covering on the play. Buffet came in and forced the issue in the backfield, 3rd down and 10.
And this is where his size really works out for him as a corner at 6'4". It's not just him on receivers. You can put him with that length and see that left hand again is able to get in there and get his hand on the football and knock it away.
Spelled like it should be Woolen, but he prefers Woolen. And he changed it to Reek this year as well. Turpin is in the game right now, 3rd and 10. Prescott, good protection.